I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Attention all personnel! Drop your flasks and grab your masks!
Happy Monday evening, everybody. Yeah, it's that time. Military Mondays again. I want to start this off by saying that normally my schedule is a little off from everybody else's. I normally work weekends, so Saturday, Sunday, that's kind of my Monday, Tuesday thing, or, Thursday, Friday, whichever way you want to look at it. Monday kind of winds up being like a recovery day from doing open houses and running and stuff. And, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's kind of cool because that's like my Saturday and Sunday and nobody else is out there doing anything. So it works out great for me. And it's one of the things I love about what I do. I can set my own schedule, work whatever 100 hours that I want to work. And today being Monday, I was like, all right, cool. I can chill a little bit in the morning and then maybe, work on some of the projects that I've got to work on. And it reminds me of a phrase that my great-grandmother used to say, and I did not meet her. She died before I was born, but this is carried down through the generations. She said, the faster I go, the behinder I get. That's how today has felt. The faster I'm trying to get things done, the further behind I fall. But that's okay, because I'm here with you tonight. Got some good VA stuff for you. And so I got to say, I did my open house yesterday. Excuse me. And there was another event that I wanted to attend, and I totally overlooked it. I didn't realize I was double booked, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll finish up my open house, get out of there, go run over, maybe catch the last 15, 20 minutes people being there. And my open house ran late, which is, happy problems. And I'm like, I wonder if they're still open. You know what? I'm just going to go over and look. And I met the greatest group of veterans there. So I'm definitely going to be pairing up with them. There's some great content that's going to come out of that. And as soon as I can pull together some stuff to do a more visible promo thing, I will happily be doing it for them because everybody there was just wonderful. I love their mission. I love what they're doing and look forward to a few promotions for them coming up soon, but I'm not going to tell you the name yet because I want you to come back, get the good stuff. So anyhow, enough being said about that. Let's get into, there we go. Let's find out what's going on. Oh, yes. Today is March 10th. So happy Mario Day, everybody. Totally a cool thing, right? Came up with this a few years ago. I'm like, I totally dig that. For those of you who are Marines, it's March 10th, Mar 10 Mario. Hate to have to explain jokes to the crayon eaters. Anyhow, moving on. Just so you all know, I do welcome feedback. Marines, try not to drool on the keyboard too badly. And I'm feeling that today. I'm sorry. But anyhow, you can drop the chat from wherever you're at. Right now I'm live streaming on YouTube, Facebook page and business profile and business page. There we go. LinkedIn, Twitch, and TikTok. So I didn't bother with Rumble tonight. It was too long to set it up and I just didn't feel like it. So, and I'm thinking about adding Kick to that. Y'all let me know if that's a platform y'all check out at all. But it's waiting out there and it's free for me to do. So I might do it. Just who knows? I don't know. Might be worthwhile. I'm not sure if this is worthwhile, but anyhow, you can drop a comment and chat from wherever you're watching at. It'll come up on here and I can display that for everybody else. But obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, you make a comment there. It's not going to show up on the Facebook side and vice versa. So don't stress over. Hey, look, David Quillen just popped in there. Hey, Dave, how you doing tonight? You can pop in here and chat live. It'd be good, especially if you got questions. I like questions. Gives me a good chance to answer some good stuff. So yes, anyhow, it is Mario Day, and we're going to move on with some other good solid content for you. I'm going to try and rock through some of these. Mortgage rates, there's been some scuttlebutt about mortgage rates this past week. It's been insane because one is saying, oh yeah, it's dropping, it's good. And the other one's like, no, it's going up. So let's take a look. I primarily focus on the 30-year VA. No, I focus on, there we go, 30-year VA because it's the Military Monday live stream. We're talking that stuff, man. So yeah, that one's dropped another 0.04%. Oh, look at that. The ARM has gone up a little bit. Everything else is trending down just a little. But over a month, it's down 0.25%. So that's a nice trend. We like to see that continue. The 52-week low is 5.66%. We're still at 6.16%. We're not down into the fives yet. I do expect, I mean, the market's had a big slowdown thanks to these interest rates and all of the fallout from hurricanes, and everybody's still going, what's the insurance going to do this year? We all know it's going up. So that's one of my goals for the upcoming week, is to start getting my podcast guests lined up, because we are ready to rock over here on the podcast. And one of the main topics I want to hit is insurance, because people got questions and we need answers. So that's going to affect affordability quite a bit. But yeah, the home prices keep going up a little bit. The ones that they just can't seem to get rid of are anything that got flooded out or, is in a flood prone area. So if you're looking to sell your house, make sure you got your elevation stuff done. That has become a huge thing in the past, say 4 months, something like that. Knowing that a property won't flood, or theoretically, it's unlikely that it'll flood. That's a hot topic. If you can advertise that, you're going to do okay. David also said, yeah, one of the other major factors is the tariffs. We honestly don't know how that's going to affect the rest of the industry, which, I mean, they're homes, they're local, they're attached to the land here. But if we're talking, housing availability, then you have to talk about new house construction. Where are you getting your raw materials from? That's a good question. So all of these things are going to change in the upcoming, we got to see how things shake out. The next month or so, we're going to really have a good idea what's going on, how and why. And I don't think it's going to be what people think it's going to be. But it is what it is. Look, all I can tell you is make an informed decision today. There's the crystal ball. If you notice, it ain't telling me anything. It's not going to tell you anything either. Ain't going to tell anybody else anything either. It's all guesses. We don't know what's going to happen. All you can do is make the best informed decision you can today. And I can tell you this much. Generally speaking, if you buy a house today, 5 years down the line, you're probably not going to be mad that you bought a house. Maybe 6, maybe 7. Yeah, David says 250% tariff on Canadian building supplies. You want a funny one on that? Canada relies almost exclusively on the U.S. for their imports of toilet paper. I'm just saying, Trump's got a chance to do one of the funniest things ever. Maple Leafs, that's what they'll have left. Anyhow, yeah. Good times. But, the VA rate's trending down a little bit. As these if they continue this trend down, we'll see a little bit more buyer activity because things get a little bit more affordable. But right now, the scuttlebutt is, this is doing this is doing that. It's happening in pockets. So it all depends on what area you're shopping in. If it's high and dry, those price points are probably going to remain up there. Beyond that, it is strictly like they're almost pockets of neighborhoods that you have to look at to determine pricing trends. It's just how it is right now. We're not used to seeing that, but it's what it is today. So I've got a great tool coming up that I'm going to be deploying hopefully this week, so you can find the housing statistics reports for yourself, for your own neighborhood. I'll have those available to sign up for via my website, and then it'll just email you every time the report gets updated when there's some activity in the market. Like if another house sells, it'll say, hey, this house down here just sold for $800,000. So that'll help keep you informed, and it'll be a good thing for me too, because then I can reach out to you and say, hey, you ready to sell that house yet? They just sold it for $800. It's a good tool. Anyhow, mortgage rates down just a little bit, and yeah, let's take a look historically from 1980. The high in 1980, the super painful high of 18.29%. I care what anybody's telling you, 6% is not that bad. 7% is actually pretty average. So yeah, but how homes were still selling in October of 1981. Just saying. Interest rates, they affect things. They definitely affect affordability. I'm not going to say otherwise, but yeah, 1981, it was a rough year if you were trying to get a mortgage, but homes still sold. So, but yeah, well, are we ever going to see a 2021 again with 2.45 rates? I don't think so, but the crystal ball isn't telling me one way or another. So all I can tell you is for right now, let's go to 1 year. We're still kind of tracking. The low point was just before the election, which, you know, the markets, they do what they want. The election is always a bit of a nail biter. What are things going to do? And yeah, we're still trending 6s and 7s. But right now, it's the lowest it's been in a little while. If you look at this, let me get that out of the way. And let me get to the draw here. Oh, it's kind of hidden a little bit. Man, that sucks. Oh, let me... nope, you're not going to let me zoom any tighter than that. Let's go from... Yeah, let's try... there we go. That's a little bit better of a graphic. Still can't entirely see it over here. I need to change this up a little bit. Let's try zooming that out a notch. There we go. Now you can see it. Yeah, if you look right here, these are the most recent rates, and that trend is definitely trending down. Whatever that gray one is, man, that one's really dropping right like a rock. So that's not my best illustrator thingy, but it'll work. It'll work. I can make it smoother if you really need it. But yeah, I mean, that's not insignificant. We're going in the right direction from say the beginning of February until now. The trend is your friend. I'm not saying it can't change tomorrow. I think we're good for right now. But yeah, 6.16 on a VA loan. That's not bad. For a zero down loan product? Whew, yeah. If you want help with that, if you want to check it out, I've got, you know what? I should totally. Why am I not doing this? Okay, we're going to go. There we go. Take you over. Lenders. You can go over to my website, zackkid.com/lenders, and you'll notice that I have several of these tagged as VA loan experts. Jamie and Hannah are both out of the area, but that's okay. If you're looking to move nationwide, they can totally help you. Jay, he's definitely a VA loan expert. Let's see who else we got here. Will Merritt, he's a Navy vet, yes, squid, but also VA loan expert. Same thing with Norm Stepnow. I think he was an Army vet. Janine Smith, I think her husband was Army as well, and she's the one that taught me by far the most when it came to VA loans. I was like, dear Lord, she knows her stuff. But yeah, she's based, I want to say, like Indian Rocks Beach, right? Yeah, there we go. Indian Rocks Beach. So she's awesome as well. John McManus, yeah, he's a dude, Army veteran. He's also a VA loan expert. He's over in the Riverview area. Christina Carroll, I need to retag hers as a VA loan expert because she did. I've got a short from her that I was like, oh my God, that is a super powerful tool. And then yeah, there you go. So you can just pop over here, look for anybody who's a VA loan expert. I'll be interviewing them in the upcoming months. So when you go to their page, you can actually see the interview. Like here, where'd she go? Yeah, I did. There's Christina. Go to her page. Just over Cross Country Mortgage. There you go. So there's the podcast episode if you want to watch that. Real easy to get to, and I'll be doing this with all of my lenders. And if there's an update, you'll see a second video below. So, but she's got some great info there. Anyhow, yeah, mortgages, totally a thing. So moving on, this one blew my mind, and I totally need to dig down and find out more about this because I have not heard of this program. And it is crazy what they're talking about. A 2.5% fixed rate through VA's VASP for veterans. This was put out about a month ago, and I desire to know more intensifies. I don't have that clip handy though. Anyhow, VASP, save thousands. The VA servicing purchase, offering a 2.5% fixed interest rate, is designed as a last resort to prevent foreclosure for veterans. So there you go. If you are a veteran and you're facing foreclosure, it's time to make a phone call. You do not have to lose your house to foreclosure. And honestly, if you've bought it in the past, more than 2 years ago, you're probably in a good position to sell it. Even if for some reason your home is damaged or something happened, you're probably going to be okay. But if you need to, this sounds like a really banging program to be in at a 2.5% interest rate. Because like if you bought back, a few months, like where'd it go? Let's go 1 year. Yeah, if you bought back when it was like 6.85 and now you're going, oh crap, I got problems. Getting down to 2.5% can make a big difference for you. Yeah, but anyhow, there's some great stuff on here. I'll drop this one in the chat. Dave says, Norm is great. Yeah, I love Norm. He is such a dude. And yes, he does look like oh God, State Farm? Is it State Farm Insurance? He looks exactly like the guy from there. And he sounds like him too. So yeah, he's got his Halloween costume for the rest of his life. But yeah, great dude. That was my London Norm. Anyhow, there's some great info on here. If you are facing foreclosure somehow, some way, and you're a veteran, there's the link for you. And if I can help you, give me a call. I'll figure out what I can do, how or why. I try and take very good care of my fellow veterans, which is why I do a Military Monday podcast. So yeah, tons of great stories, great info in here. And I'm going to see if I can find, there you go. Struggling veterans should visit the VA Home Loans website. That's through military.net, or call 877-827-3702, option 4 for more information. So I'll see in the next couple of weeks if I can get somebody on the horn and see if they'll come on and talk about it. It'd be a good thing. It'd probably wind up being, where's the guy in the video? Probably going to be this dude, which is cool. I'm down with that. We'll do a podcast episode, dude. And moving on, because the only thing sure in life is death and taxes.
You do not fear death, but sometimes you wish for it. Is this not so?
Yes.
I also.
Yeah. Who was it? PJ O'Rourke? I can't remember who it was. Said so Mark Twain said the difference between death and taxes is that death doesn't get worse every time Congress meets. Yeah. Anyhow, if you want to, you can hop over on the IRS through, here's the link, directfile.irs.gov. There we go. And you can file your taxes for free. It's free, easy to use, accurate, and secure. You can check your eligibility. I looked it up. Florida does participate in this, and I clicked through as far as I could without actually committing to doing something. And it looks like, you're good to go if you're here in Florida. So yeah, good stuff. Easy to do. Go for it, because that time's coming up. And if you bought a home last year and you live in it, now is the time. You're running out of time, actually. Go down to the tax office and file your homestead exemption. It is a huge help to you. Short version, your taxes are based on your purchase price and your purchase date. And you've got different exemptions, but homestead exemption will automatically knock 50 grand off of that. As long as you paid more than 100 grand for your house. Good luck finding a house for 100 grand that's still standing right now. I bet I could go get a shed from, Home Depot or Lowe's and put it on a plot of land, and it'd be that's a $150,000 house now. But anyhow, yeah, so, they'll knock that initial 50 grand off. But then from there, if you're homesteaded, which I'm going to do a full episode on this, if you're homesteaded, your rate increase is capped at 3%. In Pinellas County. Versus if it's not homesteaded, your rate increase is capped at 10%. So in 3 years, you could be up 30%, or you could be up 9% tops. I'll take that 20% not going to the government. Totally good with that. And if you are 100% disabled as a veteran, you don't pay any property taxes. Hit me up. I'll tell you more about it. I should totally like do an entire episode on this. Maybe I'll do that next week up for Military Monday. Anyhow, yep, direct file. It's free. It's easy. Go for it. Program offers one-stop options to a wide range of resources for veterans. This is from VA News. I don't know why that... Oh, that's why it's cutting off, because I'm looking at the wrong one. Got my vertical canvas over here, too. I need to restructure that a little bit, but it's doing okay. I'm not streaming anything vertical, but I'm trying to get there. So, hey, look, if you want to help me out so I can stream on vertical, give me a follow, especially on Instagram, because I think I need 1,000 followers to be able to live stream on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure I've got about 3. So Instagram, and then it's Zach Kid Agent. It's Zach Kid Agent every freaking where. So YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, just go Zach Kid Agent and you'll find me. Give me a follow, please, on every social platform. It makes a huge difference for me. Editor's note, sharing of any whatever. Veterans Community Support Program by Your Next Mission provides comprehensive one-on-one support program to address the unique needs of veterans, and its services range from, here we go, here's the good list. Transitioning careers, education, employment, career mentorship, financial wellness, healthcare, homelessness, mental health, suicide prevention, VA benefits, veteran special support, and veteran wellness. Why VCS matters? Because they deal with all of that stuff. But the cool thing is, once you get enrolled, a rep will reach out to you within 1 to 2 business days to schedule a one-on-one consult. They develop a plan to address your identified needs. So figure out what your needs are ahead of time, unlike me, who just comes skidding in sideways going, I don't know what I need. Honestly, that's okay. They've got a very comprehensive program list. You may not know all the stuff in there that you actually could take advantage of. So, make up the best list you can. And then say, is there something else that I might have forgotten about? Ask them. They may go, oh, you know what? You should probably check into this too. Anyhow, VCS representative personally assists in problem solving or conducts an introduction with one or more partnered VSOs to address specific needs of each veteran. And they'll remain in contact until the needs are met or assistance is no longer needed. So yeah, really good program, one-stop shop. I think we would all appreciate that. There we go. Links pushed out there to as many places as a link will actually push out to. So yeah. Moving on to the healthcare side. Let me tell you, I got a little time for story time. Got a little story for you. So I haven't broadcast this far and wide, but yeah, I was down last year pretty hard. And it took the VA a year to figure out, this is probably what's wrong with you. Let's try and fix it. Now, I don't know if their fixes worked or not. I'm just now very gingerly trying to expand to see if I'm okay. Not 100% sure, but yeah, took a year. I am not happy about that. And I'm still like, hey, I need to I talked to my primary last week. God, give me a baked potato. Anyhow, yeah. And no, that is not a request for food. I would rather deal with a baked potato than my primary care. But yeah, anyhow. So I said, look, had this problem. What happens if you have not fixed me? Oh, you need to call the other docs. Why didn't they follow up with me? Right? So I'm still stuck in this cycle of who do I reach out to? How do I try to make this happen? And nobody wants to talk to you, right? So I guess it's on my list for tomorrow because today got away from me. I'm going to have to call the other docs and see. But I got a call from the VA this morning and I'm like, okay. And it was radiology. I'm like, I don't have an appointment with radiology. So I missed the call. I called them back and they're like, oh yes, we want to do a CT scan for your chest. I'm like, for what? Y'all have done like 3 of those this last year. What for? They're like, well, you've smoked or vaped, so we do that regularly every year for veterans. And I'm like, you can't fix the fact that I can't eat anything, but y'all want to look at my lungs for the 4th time. No. Give that appointment to somebody else who might actually need it. For now, I would just be absolutely delighted to have a piece of cake or a slice of pizza or some wings without dying. And then having the VA, like, I went to them, I'm like, hey, I'm dying here. They're like, what do you want us to do about it? We'll see you in 2 months. Not happy with the VA. Not happy with VA healthcare.
Shadows cost money. The dead cost nothing.
It's true. That's VA healthcare for you. But Tampa General Hospital opens veterans-only primary clinic center. Check it out. It's February 28th, so 2 weeks ago. Tampa General Hospital announced Friday that it will be converting one of its locations into a veterans-only primary care clinic. Thank you. I mean, it's a little far for me to go, but might be worth the haul over there. Located at 2106 South Lois Avenue, will serve as a center allocated for military veteran resources and needs, health, wellness, blah, blah, blah. We developed this MVP center in partnership with advocacy organizations to help sense unity, blah, blah, blah. Tell me how you're going to fix us. Specialized training regarding PTSD and behavioral health advocacy in general for veterans, which that's a good thing. I find it hysterical. I was over at, what's the name of the one over there in North Tampa? Dave, it's near you. James Haley, I think. I can't remember. Anyhow, I had a buddy that I was picking up from the clinic there, and they had, big banner sign that I don't have on the quick draw right now, but big banner sign that foul language will get you kicked out of there. And I'm like, hold up. First of all, you're a medical facility. You should expect foul language to a certain degree. Maybe not necessarily abusive language. I get that, But on the other hand, asking a veteran not to drop an F-bomb, that's just stupid, because it's every word out of our mouth, right? But yeah, they're like, oh no, we'll kick you out. Secondly, the more important part here is you're serving veterans. On a good day, we fucking cuss up one side and down another.
John Spartan, you are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
See, terrible about that. Anyhow, hopefully this one is a little bit better, and they're more understanding that yes, veterans do cuss. People in medical situations do cuss. Yeah. So yeah, they'd have one up on the actual VA. Anyhow, which will begin accepting patients this month. Well, that was February, so I'm guessing in March. Will undergo a phased-in transitory approach. Those who wish to schedule an appointment at the clinic can do so by calling 813-844-4200. So yeah, if you're over in Tampa near Lois Avenue, there you go. There's a good resource for you. Tampa General Hospital. Speaking of which, wait, where did that one go? I want to skip the. There, I'm going to go back to those here in a second. Nova Southeastern University also offers veteran health care. So yeah, they're down in South Florida, but it's okay. They cover a bunch of stuff here. They're in Fort Lauderdale, but hey, if you need an alternative, look, I'm all about it. Yeah, we're going to come back to that one here in a second. I'm about to preach. Anyhow, this came in from Bay Pines VA healthcare system today. If you're new to the VA healthcare system, curious about things like priority groups, available services, referrals to the community. Yes, you want community care if you can get it. I can't get it. Every time I call, nope, we don't do that. Slam the phone down on me. I ain't happy with them. Copays and communication with your healthcare team. I swear I'd be better off sending smoke signals to some of them. Bay Pines is happy to offer the new veteran orientation to any veteran new to Bay Pines Healthcare or current veterans that are interested in a review of the basics of VA healthcare. Next virtual session will be Tuesday, March 18th from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and you can do it virtually. They're using Microsoft Teams. It's government operation. What do you expect? Let's see. Does that zoom in? There you go. So Tuesday, March 18th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. It's an hour and a half. I don't know if it's going to be a valuable hour and a half, but look, if you got nothing better to do, you want to kill an hour and a half, there you go. You can at least find out what's going on with VA healthcare system at Bay Pines. Also from the VA healthcare system in Bay Pines are hosting a virtual veteran town hall on March 19th from 4 to 5 p.m. And yeah, you can see how they're working to deliver high quality care veterans have earned and deserve. Oh, yeah. Totally thrilled by that one, let me tell you. If there's any changes, you'll be notified, but there you go. Do not scan QR codes. I talk about that on Fraud Friday. Don't use them in your marketing. Don't scan QR codes. Anyhow, yeah. You can find this kind of information by signing up for the VA healthcare news. Like, yeah, you just go on to va.gov and yeah, I'm a vet. Hey, can you send me the newsletter? They'll send you the newsletter. That's where I get some of this content from. So actually going, let's see, there's veterans only. Okay, yeah. I lost my place, dang it. Yeah. No, we're good. Okay, yeah, I'm moving along here, okay. Yeah, I was talking about, yeah, that's right, I'm coming up on a ramp. yeah. So this one, it's not fully on the screen. Damn it, man. Drives me insane. Can I tweak that? Can I get that to reset to, no. Nope, because the crop is wrong. That's okay. We'll just zoom that back in, and I'll just have to read it to you. 83, this is from March 6th, so 4 whole days ago. 83,000 VA workers targeted for layoffs by August. I got some names I can volunteer. I may not actually know one of their names, but I can point them out. He can go someplace else. He can go learn to say, do you want fries with that? I ain't gonna name names though. That dude sucks. Anyhow, yeah, so I can get 2 or 3 right now. And that's just locally. Anyhow, Stars and Stripes, this is from the American Legion. They're going to slash more than 80,000 jobs under a major restructuring plan that the agency intends to carry out by August to meet President Trump's executive order for downsizing the federal government, according to an internal VA memo. You know what? I hate to say it, but I'm all about it. Please do it. Please do it. It's been too long that the VA, you know, it's kind of like the shit rolls downhill. Like the VA is where, well, we can't quite strip away your doctor status, but yeah, go work at the VA. At least that's the general impression and feeling that I'm getting at this point. I don't know, maybe your mileage is better. Mine hasn't been. But anyhow, yeah, like let's get rid of a lot of this. Especially the bloat. I am most interested in getting rid of the bloat and, you know, actually providing good healthcare to veterans. That's literally why VA healthcare is supposed to exist. So yeah, I'm fine with it. And yeah, let's pop over here real quick. This one is from 2016, so it's 9 years old now. I understand that. It's a little dated. Report: VA spent millions on costly art as veterans waited for care. Over $1 million was spent for a courtyard and sculpture at a Palo Alto facility. Yeah, that'll give you warm fuzzies, won't it? They spent $20 million between 2004 and 2014 on costly artwork. Look, I don't know about you. I don't care if my doctor's office is bare as hell. It can look, well, I mean, it kind of does look like a padded room, but it's only when you're honest with them. But no, like that's $20 million in 2004 dollars that could have been spent to fix veterans. But instead, we want it to be artistic. Courtyard with large sculpture in Palo Alto, that was $1 million. $330,000 for a glass art installation. And 21 grand for an artificial Christmas tree. I hate to tell you this, trees grow right out of the ground. The good Lord takes care of them. Sunlight, rain, whatever they need, they grow right out of the ground. Don't need to spend 21 grand on them. Open the Books, a nonprofit, claims to be the world's largest private database of government spending. In conjunction with Cox Media, use government data to examine the Veterans Affairs Department spending on art for their facilities for the decade ending in 2014. Much of the spending occurred at a time when veterans were experiencing lengthy waits for treatment at VA facilities. After as many as 40 veterans died while seeking care at the VA's Phoenix healthcare system, The Federal Agency's Inspector General in 2014 found in 2014 that lengthy waits for treatment might have contributed to deaths, but definitely didn't cause them. Hey, you're bleeding out, but that wait time ain't going to hurt you. Oh, it definitely didn't cause it. It was the stab wound that he bled out from. Anyhow, VA admitted publicly around this time that its healthcare operations were overwhelmed and understaffed. There you go. But yeah, this one's totally worth digging into. Like I said, it is an old one. I definitely want to go back and see if I can dig in a little bit more and find some of this stuff. 4 million in art contracts in 2013 and 14, including for an installation on the side of a parking garage.
I don't give a fuck.
How fancy the side of your parking garage looks. That's $4 million. $4 million that could have been spent on fixing veterans. You know what? You don't even have to use it at the facility. Pay us to go elsewhere. Please let me over at Baycare. Pay that bill. They'd have me fixed in about 3 weeks. Guarantee it. Because I talked to the doctor over there, paid out of pocket. He's like, nope, here's your series. Run through it about 2-3 weeks. We'll have you patched back up. I'm now at 15 months and I'm still not guaranteed that I'm fixed. So anyhow, oh, that's rich too. I totally missed that. Yeah. So including the for an art installation on the side of a parking garage, the installation meant to honor blind veterans featured quotes by Lincoln and Eleanor Roosevelt and Morse code that light up. That's the VA for you. Yeah. And a blind veteran would be unlikely to see the massive artwork that cost $280,000. Like, really, you cannot make this shit up. This is real world. Just, yeah. And you wonder why we're all half nuts having to deal with the VA. I will tell you right now, maybe it's a controversial opinion. I don't think so. You know, like whatever my civilian costs would be for civilian solid healthcare, just pay that. I would so much rather have that. And I'm going to tell you, 99% of the time, I don't care to see a doctor. Most of the time, I'm like, whatever, give me a bowl of ramen, I will keep soldiering on, because it's just how I'm built. You know, I am not somebody who, oh, I've got the sniffles, I need to go see my doctor. I don't care that much. Sniffles will go away. I'm fine. Leave me alone. But yeah, when I do need help, I expect to be able to get help. Plain and simple. So you know what? Sign me up for say, there you go. You can have top tier. What's the shit that professional athletes get? Cool. Stroke a check for that for every veteran. Let us go get signed up for it. And you know what? If I choose, like, I don't know what top athletes, what their healthcare is, but you know, I don't really need that. I would be thrilled to have Baycare and the doctor that I met. Like, please give me that. Pay for that. Leave me alone. When they're like, hey, you need these tests not to die? Sweet. Government stroke a check for that. That would be hellaciously more cost efficient than dealing with VA system and an artwork installation of Morse code that lights up to honor blind veterans. Fuck.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
Anyhow, moving on. American Legion. This is from March 5th. So 5 days ago, Legion urges congressional action on predatory claims companies. Good. I like the Legion. They do some good work out there. Anyhow, guardrails that protect veterans, blah, blah, blah. While we respect veterans' individual right to determine their own path for claims assistance based on their personal circumstances, Congress must act to strengthen VA's enforcement authority to hold accountable bad actors who seek to illegally collect fees from veterans. Yeah. And you know what? If you know of a place that's illegally collecting fees from veterans, call them out. Post it out there. Put them on blast. They deserve it. There's one local lender. I don't know if they're still in business. I'll have to go look it up, but they actively advertise. I mean, they're a big name lender too. They actively advertise that they only charge 1%, like only charge 1% on VA loans. Man, that is the maximum allowed by law. And I showed you my list of lenders earlier. I guarantee not a single one of them comes even close to charging that. They take care of veterans. That's how it should be. That other one, I'm going to go verify if they're still doing that, and I will put them on blast because that's not right. Like, yeah, I mean, they make it sound so generous. Like, we only charge 1%. No, you're charging the maximum allowed by law, and on a $500,000 purchase, that's $5,000 just in a fee to the lender. That's not anything of the rest of the legally required fees for the loan. That's just what they're getting paid to deal with your loan. That ain't right. Anyhow, we look forward to contributing further to the dialogue, but we will not support a bill that legitimizes predatory actors taking advantage of veterans. Good. Without congressional action, the unacceptable status quo will see ethical for-profit companies continue to take advantage of veterans. We appreciate the continued effort of Congress to come to a compromise and end the logjam. So, yeah, go write your congressman and say, look, no more of this predatory crap for like targeting veterans. And look, I don't care what Congress does. Like, some of this shit, it just happens. It doesn't matter what laws you put out there. There's always people who are going around it. Fine example, go watch Fraud Friday. I'm on the do not call lists. Guess who got a phone call today? Hey, let us handle your marketing for you. Are you fucking retarded? Hey, there we go.
Your repeated violation of the verbal morality statute has caused me to notify the San Angeles Police Department. Please remain where you are for your reprimand.
Sorry. Anyhow. But no, like it was, it's great. Lost my train of thought. It's okay. It'll come back. Oh, I hope I didn't kill something. Just pushing my little ear buddy there. But yeah. So I got the call today where they were like, please let us do your cold calling. And I'm like, I'm on both do not call lists. And you cold called me. Do you think I'm going to hire a company that just racked up $25,000 fine calling somebody? No. Risking it, whatever. They don't enforce that. We get the toll scammers all the time. We get other scams going all the time. FCC should be out there shutting that shit down and arresting people. They should be perp walking them on the nightly news. Hey, look, this is the asshole who's been doing all those toll scams. Yeah, we would cheer. You wouldn't get an unbiased jury member. It'd be impossible to see an unbiased jury. But yeah, we'd be happy about that. Does that happen? No. So, do I have a lot of faith in this? No. Or at least that this could come to fruition and actually be meaningful? No, of course not. Even in today's current political climate. Like, I'm hopeful, but very doubtful anything will actually come of that. So, but good on the American Legion for getting out there and at least trying and putting the info out there. So, yeah, here's another good one for you. Although, let's make that a little bigger so you can actually see it. Okay, it's a little pixelated, but not terrible. Veteran Service Fair during the NBA tournament, Friday, March 14th, so 4 days from now. 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and you can find more info over there. This came from an email from the VA. The VA Caribbean Healthcare System, in collaboration with Military Basketball Association, proudly presents a Veteran Service Fair during the tournament on Friday 14th at the University campus in Puerto Rico. There you go. So if you're down at the VA camp, near the VA campus in Puerto Rico, and you want to go check out the Veteran Service Fair, go for it. It's out there. It's available. They're doing veterans benefits, Vet Center, National Cemetery Administration. Man, you would think the VA would lead with cemetery stuff. I'm sorry, that's morbid of me. Correctly so, but yeah. I'm a little punchy about the VA right now. Because, they want to look at my lungs, not the thing that's actually been bothering me for a year and a half. Anyhow, Provide valuable support and resources to veterans, PAC tax screening, suicide prevention, eligibility enrollment, claim center benefits, cemetery benefit, burial benefits, because they know they're going to plant your ass at some point, and the vet center. Anyhow, yeah, down in Puerto Rico, if you're around there, Puerto Rico, whatever. Look, if you need more details, you can either Google it or you can ask me and I'll go find this email again and send it to you. Then you can find out more on your own. Anyhow, yeah, I figured that one was worth mentioning. A lot of people do the expat thing, or, you know, part-time expat. Puerto Rico is kind of good for that. If, however, get yourself in a little hot water, legally speaking, there is the National Veterans Legal Services Program. Copy. Paste into the chat. There you go. There we go. All right. And they've got a Lawyers Serving Warriors program. Perhaps I could enunciate that a little better. Lawyers Serving Warriors program. They offer a pro bono, no cost to the veteran, legal help with 4 DoD issue areas to all veterans, to veterans from all eras and veterans located anywhere. Decaf. It's killing me tonight. Terrible, terrible.
Emotional damage!
God, that was hearing damage. Let me hit that again so I can turn the volume down. Jeez.
Emotional damage!
That should be a little better on the next go around. Okay, anyhow. Sorry about that. Anyhow, they got attorneys who are experts in DoD matters of discharge upgrades, medical retirement, combat-related special compensation, and servicemen members group life insurance traumatic injury protection program. That's a mouthful. We partner with volunteer lawyers from over 100 national firms and corporate legal departments to assist veterans and service members in securing DoD benefits they have been wrongfully denied. So yeah, if you've had your benefits wrongfully denied, or you think they've been wrongfully denied, or you need to get your discharge upgraded from that big chicken dinner to an honorable, yeah, you can reach out to Lawyers Serving Warriors. And they got all their good stuff here. Haven't had any dealings with them, but if you have, please let me know. Drop a comment from wherever you're watching at. I would be interested to see how this works out, but in the meantime, I'm happy to promote them. Anybody who's out here helping vets, that's what I'm here to do, is to pass that information along and hopefully help other vets. Also, locally, we have Bay Area Legal Services. They provide civil legal services to low-income Tampa Bay residents, any place in Tampa Bay it looks like. And they have language interpreters available to you at no cost. That's awesome. They got a senior legal helpline, which that's fantastic. And they have the Florida Veterans Legal Helpline. Copy. Paste. No, go back over there. Paste. Paste, damn you, paste. There we go. Did it? Okay, yeah, that one went through. Anyhow, this is available to eligible veterans living in Florida who have a legal issue pending in Florida. You can apply for services. If your matter is not an emergency, you can also apply online anytime. And there's also the Florida Disaster Legal Aid Helpline, which, you know, given how last year shook out, might be a good one to keep on the quick draw too. And they're closed on certain holidays. Whatever. Let's see, that's located near Ybor, and then where the heck? Oh, Plant City. Oh, is there another one? Ruskin, Tampa, and downtown. Also downtown Tampa. Also downtown Tampa. Newport Richey. Yeah, good. And Dade City. Go away with your pop-up. Oh, Pinellas County. Here we go. 49. Oh, there you go. 49th Street, Central Avenue. Clearwater at 800 Drew Street. So, yeah, there you go. Any documents that relate to your problem, if you need accommodations or assistance. And yeah, there you go. There's some good stuff for you. They're all around the Bay Area. So if you need some help, legally speaking, reach out to them. Love that. You know what? You have to reach out to them and say, hey, get on the podcast. Tell me about what you guys do. Who do you help? Anyhow, yeah, this one's near and dear to my heart. How service dogs can help. I talk about this quite often. It really irks me when service dogs are wrongfully denied in places. We see this in real estate quite a bit where, homeowners and listing agents are like, we don't care. We're not going to allow service dogs in our listing. I'm like, oh, you're going to dump somebody out of a wheelchair? Oh, no, I'd never do that. Dogs are an accommodation protected by law the same as a wheelchair is. If it's a service dog, emotional support animals are different. Service dogs, you cannot discriminate against, federally speaking. Shockingly, though, the VA runs under the federal program, which, okay, fine, that makes sense. But they don't make accommodations for the other legitimate service animals that exist. Namely, in the state of Florida, miniature horse can be a service animal, legally protected service animal in the state of Florida. Just don't try and bring them into the VA. They're not happy about that. But service dogs, they are allowed every place. Legally. If somebody tells you otherwise, first of all, call me. I'll come punch whoever that is, because they deserve it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they totally deserve that throat punch. That's just wrong. Don't do that to people. Dogs require time, money, and care. Their humans must be able and willing to provide. American Legion helps connect planned gifts to help. My parents suffer from chronic arthritis. I'm considering getting a dog to help. What are some considerations? They go through a bunch of this stuff. The big difference is service dogs are, and this is an important distinction, happens in real estate as well. These dogs are specially trained to help individuals with physical disabilities such as multiple sclerosis, spinal cord injuries, Parkinson's disease, and chronic arthritis. They can perform a bunch of other functions too. Some of them can sniff out if you're having a diabetic attack. Like that, there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's PTSD service dogs that when people start coming up on you and starting to trigger somebody's PTSD, the dog will fend them off. That's their job. And by the way, big deal. If a service dog is wearing their service dog vest and says service dog on there and they come over to you, you say yes and follow them back, because their human might be down someplace. They are not coming over to get pets from you. They are coming over to get assistance with their human. Anyhow, but yeah, they can carry and retrieve objects, pick up dropped objects, open and close doors, turn on light switches. They can do chores too. I mean, take the dog over the teenagers, let me tell you. They can be trained to help people with conditions like epilepsy or seizure disorders, autism, diabetes, PTSD, and other psychiatric. Guide dogs for the blind or visually impaired. Hearing dogs for those who are deaf or hearing impaired. And finding a dog. If your parent is interested in getting a service dog, contact a credible assistance dog training program. International website is assistancedogsinternational.org, which provides a listing of 85 accredited members and 35 candidates in North America. So yeah, there is a process for this. It is 100% worthwhile. And I don't care who you are. If you see a dog show up with a service dog vest on, don't be a Karen. Because chances are really good, if it says service dog, it's probably a legitimate service dog. I'm not saying there aren't stolen valor people out there who are like, yeah, my Chihuahua is a service dog. Might be. It 100% could be, because you know what? If that Chihuahua is, I mean, they ain't going to be carrying your groceries for you. But if they're a hearing dog that'll alert to somebody to ringing phones, doorbells, alarm clocks, all that kind of stuff, smoke detectors, approaching sirens, somebody calling out the owner's name, there's nothing saying it can't be a Chihuahua. But yeah, like just because you don't think that it could be a service dog doesn't mean it's not. Don't be a douche about that, because like you're around me and somebody comes, that's not a real service dog. I'll be out of jail before you're out of the hospital. Don't mess with my people and their service dog needs. Okay, and moving on to something slightly happier. This one, I saw this and I'm like, I gotta promote this. Just like, I know it's gimmicky. I know it's a salesy thing. I don't care. I have no affiliation with any of these companies or anything. This one just popped up someplace that I don't even know, probably on Facebook or something. But it's a custom poster and canvas, honorable discharge plaque, military award available to all military branches, veteran gift kit, $30. And look at that. That's kind of nice. That's kind of beautiful. You know, you want to get that for your favorite veteran? Choose background. Let's do blue. Oh, you can get a signature. There you go. Signature and make it... Oh, look, there's no Space Force. Yeah, let's do Air Force. There you go. Right? So, kind of nice to be able to throw that up on the wall, you know, and especially if you're working in an office environment, you know, and then when somebody comes in and asks you a stupid question, just go. But yeah, they got... Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Can we do major commands? Ooh. Ooh. Others. What we got here? Oh, yeah, yeah. There you go. Cops. Yeah. Bad boys. Yeah, my last hitch, I was actually the training manager for the cop shop. So yeah, I got to wear the beret. Like, great. That just makes me a target. Which one is this? I can't see that. It's too small for me to be able to see. Rank. There you go. Boom. So yeah, super easy to customize. You can make yourself whatever rank you want to be, apparently. There you go. Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. Yeah. But yeah, you can put all your info in there, and yeah, you can get a discount for buying more than one. That's bad for these stolen valor idiots. But yeah. So, oh, they got t-shirts down here too. Again, I have absolutely no affiliation with this company. I just thought, you know, maybe your spouse needs this. Or wait. Oh, landscape canvas. What's that? Oh, that's fancy. Okay, wait. Let's get navy. Others. I don't know. I could have some fun here though. Just, yeah, there we go. Submarine enlisted. There we go. Yeah, I could get this for my neighbor Todd. Just to embarrass him, because it'd be fun. Come on. I hate that. Anyhow, but yeah, if you want this, links in the comment over here. It might be a great gift. Who's got a birthday? You know? Something's going on. Maybe it's the right fit for somebody in your life. Maybe somebody like me would just laugh at it and go, oh my God, that's just terrible. Or, you know, if you really want to have a lot of fun, go back. There you go. Let's do it on red there. There you go. Get the Marine Corps thing for an Air Force dude, or get an Air Force thing for a Marine. And yes, dude is a general gender neutral term. Yeah, that I will 100% argue that all day long. Dude is a gender neutral term. I'll give 5 internet points for anybody can tell me the actual origin of the term dude. I know it. I thought it was cool. So anyhow, what do we think about tonight? Was it kind of fun? Kind of crappy? I don't know. I did it. I'm here. Time for me to go eat some dinner, have a good time. I don't know. Is it worth the Burt? I don't know, man. It's worth the flyover. Yeah. Totally rate that an A10. Yeah. Love that. Oh, not there. Take me back to here real quick. Haha, there we go. You know what? Let's do a better one. Oh, yeah. It's worth 2 birds. Yeah. Good fun stuff right there. Who doesn't love an A10 going brr? Anyhow, that's enough for me for this evening. Thank you for joining me. I will edit up this episode hopefully this week. I think I might actually have a little time in this week to be able to do this and put it out there in a proper trimmed format. If you spent this past hour with me, I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one. Next up is Fraud Friday. And then maybe next week I'll start bringing on some guests and doing live streams and full-on podcasty stuff. So that'll be fun. Check me out Fraud Friday, 6 p.m. And otherwise, have a great week. Thanks for joining me this evening. I hope you found it entertaining, maybe even informative. If you have questions, please email them to podcast@zackkidd.com, and I'll include the response in the next live stream. Until then, I'm Zach Kidd, Realtor, Clearwater, Florida, signing off.